Everybody says Claude AI catches every bug in your code reviews. I spent 5 claims trying to prove them wrong. Claude AI claims to be the best coding model with an unmatched context window and ROI that justifies the cost. Does the reality hold up, or is it just really good marketing? Claim 1, Claude AI catches every issue in large code reviews, full stop. You ship a big PR, you trust the AI to flag everything, and a bug slips through to production anyway. That's a real cost, and I'm talking missed awaits, cross-file drift, the stuff that costs you hours of debugging after the fact. I looked at Anthropic's own launch data and an independent Milvus benchmark, and here's what actually happened. Official data shows 84% of large PRs get findings, not the full sweep the claim implies, and on a separate independent test, bug recall dropped to 53%. Claude's genuinely strong on cross-file drift and missed awaits, but it can't execute code, so some bugs just don't show up. This charge sticks. The full coverage claim is just false, and if you need a quick answer on whether to trust Claude for complete PR coverage, the answer is no. 0 of 1 claims holding up so far, and that number is going to matter a lot by the end. I've run into this exact gap enough times that I stopped trusting any AI tool's marketing before checking the actual source data. Drop a comment if a missed bug has ever cost you a late night. Claim 2, Claude AI leads the coding benchmarks and outperforms every other model. You're picking a coding assistant for your whole team, and the benchmark number is what you're going to defend in a meeting. So if the number's inflated, you've made the wrong call and you're going to feel it when the model underdelivers on real tasks. One of the biggest problems I run into when using AI agents is turning their output into YouTube content I can actually use to market my product. That's why this video is sponsored by Subscriber, a tool that helps business owners connect their AI agents to YouTube and market their products without spending 10 hours every week creating content. You can connect Claude or ChatGPT directly to Subscriber. It then analyzes your business, website, and YouTube channel to help you create SEO-optimized video ideas, scripts, thumbnails, and even complete videos that actually match your brand. What I like most is that every week, Subscriber gives me a list of high-potential video ideas I can immediately execute, and it can even help edit videos for me, with or without my face, including videos like the one you're watching right now. It's easy to get started, and you can try Subscriber for free using the link in the description below. Now back to the video. I didn't expect this one to hold up cleanly, but watch what happens. Claude Opus 5 sits at 97.0% on the independent Vals.ai SWE bench verified leaderboard, ahead of GPT 5.6 at 96.2% and DeepSeek at 96.4%, and Anthropic's own figure is slightly lower at 96%. So the real range is 96 to 97%. And on the harder SWE Bench Pro variant, it scores 79.2%, up 10 points from Opus 4.8. This charge gets dismissed. Claude Opus 5 genuinely leads the independent leaderboard, and if you need a fast answer on whether the coding benchmark claim is real, it is. That's one of 2 claims holding up now, and the coding lead is the one number worth paying attention to. Claim 3. Claude AI has an unmatched context window that no other model can touch. You've got a 300-page legal brief or a massive codebase, and you need a model that can hold all of it at once without losing the thread. And the claim is that Claude is the only real option for that kind of long context work. So here's what I found. Claude's standard context is 200k tokens, and newer models like Opus 5 and Sonnet 5 go up to 1M, which is genuinely strong for long documents and legal review. But Gemini also ships 1M tokens, so the word unmatched is an overstatement, and there's no 256k tier for Claude at all. That's a competitor's spec. Partially sticks. The context window is real and strong. 200k to 1M tokens is no joke, but unmatched doesn't hold because Gemini is right there at 1M too. 2 of 3 claims holding up now, and the context window is a genuine win even if the marketing oversells it. Alright, so 2 claims are still standing, and one of them is the one that could actually break your budget. Enterprise ROI and capability utilization are next, and if either of those charges holds up, the math on whether Claude AI is worth the cost changes completely for teams at scale. $150 to $250 per engineer per month, that's the average cost claim for Claude Code at enterprise scale, and the pitch is that the ROI justifies it every time. At 500 engineers, you're looking at roughly $75,000 to $125,000 a month. So if the ROI story falls apart, you've got a very expensive problem before the year is out. Uber's adoption numbers are real. About 95% of their 5,000 engineers use AI tools monthly, and roughly 70% of committed code comes from AI. But watch what happens on the ROI side. Uber burned through its entire 2026 AI budget by April. Microsoft canceled licenses, citing costs, and heavy users hit $500 to $2,000 a month per person. So the ROI is not settled at all. This charge sticks. Adoption is real, but the ROI claim doesn't hold because Uber blew its annual AI budget in 4 months and Microsoft walked away. 2 of 4 claims holding up, and the cost story is the one you need to stress test before you sign anything at scale. Claim 5, most users only scratch the surface of Claude AI's actual capability. And power users who master workflow habits see dramatically different results. You've probably felt this already. You use Claude every day, it does fine. But you keep reading about people getting way more out of it, and you can't figure out what they're doing differently. The specific figure the claim uses isn't in any authoritative source. I couldn't find it anywhere credible, and the underlying point is only partially real. What the data does show is that high tenure users have a 73.1% conversation success rate versus 66.7% for casual users, about a 10% gap, and the top segment of users accounts for 14% of total AI spend, so the power user advantage is real, just not as dramatic as the claim makes it sound. This charge sticks. That specific capability figure is made up, even if the gap between casual and power users is real. Final tally, 2 of 5 claims hold up. The coding benchmark and the context window are real. The other 3 fall short. Okay, so where does Claude AI actually deliver? The coding benchmark lead is real, that top score on SWE Bench. Verified beats GPT 5.6 and DeepSeek on an independent leaderboard. The context window is genuinely strong at 200K to 1M tokens for long documents and legal work, and power users do see a real 10% higher success rate when they build proper workflow habits. Now, where does Claude AI fall short? Code review recall is 84% of PRs, not the full sweep the marketing implies. An independent bug recall sits at 53%, so you still need a human in the loop. Enterprise ROI is not settled. Uber burned its AI budget by April, and Microsoft canceled licenses, and the capability utilization figure the marketing loves to throw around is completely undocumented. Worth it if you're a developer who needs the best coding model and can manage the costs. Skip it if you're expecting a magic tool that catches everything and never needs review. 2 of 5 claims held up. The coding lead is real, but treat Claude AI as a tool with real limits, not a guarantee. Something the marketing page doesn't mention. On the free Pro plan, you hit a hard cap of roughly 20 Claude Opus messages per day, and once you're out, the model silently downgrades to a weaker version, without telling you, so the output quality you were counting on just drops mid-session, and most users never notice until the results get noticeably worse. So if you want to use Claude AI without paying anything, and you want to know exactly what you actually get on the free tier, I've got a video called Claude AI Free, What You Actually Get, that breaks down every limit and every workaround that still works right now, and that one's worth checking out next if today's numbers made you think twice about the cost.